are you guys doing? Get off there. I can do it. I can totally do it. Yeah. As long as they don't fall off there and kill themselves and anybody else. Look at the craziness I gotta put up with. You got all these roosts which are unused, and all these chuckleheads want to get in the nesting boxes. I'm talking about you guys. Get on the roosts. That's what they're there for. Did it again. All right, well. All right, that's how we're doing it. Not gonna work. Pick a roost. They're committed. Complete knuckleheads, but they're committed. But if I make them inaccessible for like 3 nights in a row, that's not a hard and fast number. But then they'll find another place that they nest, and then they won't bother with the nesting boxes. So I want them to get used to using the roosts. I could pick them up and move them over there. That just seems like a lot of effort. If this doesn't work, then I'll start physically planting them where they should be each night, and then eventually they'll return to it. Except I can't tell who's who. All right, that's bedtime woes of chickens. Back to the season of moles in the yard, pushing up dirt. Packing it down doesn't do any good. And I need to catch or a fox or something to get that mole. Because I don't feel like putting poison in my ground. So, my next best solution is I just collect up the dirt, put it in the wagon, and go put it somewhere I do need it. Not perfect, but it's better. Grass will grow in on those spots. And then I got all this I can use. We're on our way to the brooder. First time. We're 24 hours old. We're crossing the yard. Going to the brooder. Fluffy, happy, healthy babies. All right, our little our beaks have been dipped into our magic water. We've got food, we've got warmth. It's gonna get hot in here today though. It's supposed to be 81 outside, so it's gonna get right up into your 90, 95. Okay, get settled. I'm down to 3 of these guys. This is blowing my mind. There were 4 in there this morning. It's afternoon now. I just moved the tractor because this was dug out. It's all chicken poop in there. No, like little Australorp feathers. Well, okay, there's one. Did it run off into the wetland? Did you guys chase it out? Huh? That's very upsetting. You know, I've got months into raising these things. I've lost 50% of them since putting them in the pasture. I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. We now suspect that the young pullets squeezed out of the chicken tractor and were then chased by the bigger hens until they pushed out of the poultry netting to escape. Then they were taken by a predator. The older hens are very rough, which is why we don't release or integrate new birds until they are big enough to fend for themselves. Just the same, we check on the remaining 3 chicks multiple times per day, and at night put them in a big coop inside of a large dog kennel, just in case there is something out there. This gopher's making even more holes. I think I saw him in this hole this morning. I'm gonna lay a trap out here and see if I can't get them. I was eye to eye with it this morning. It's pretty good size. So I bought some of these gopher traps. The idea is I'll depress this, right? These will spread. He'll come in this way, pop it, and shtoink, grabbing hold of them. And of course, interspersed with all the romance of big vehicles and chicken thieves and all that stuff is the usual farm tasks, like, you know, a hose that gets the thing all jammed and busted up, and just cutting it, putting on a new one so you can still use the hose. And for hoses that are dead, salvaging what's useful from them. So like this hose, which is, you know, dead and split, coming apart, not going to mess with it much. But this end piece is great for fitting through chicken wire. Oops. So put that on the end of another hose. Just give me about a 12-inch slice at the end here that goes right through chicken wire, and that way I can fill the water bucket from outside the chicken tractor. Well, no luck earlier finding the hole that went with these mounds. I cleaned up the dirt. Within an hour, there was another one and another one, but I couldn't find the hole associated with them. And then late this afternoon, another tunnel appears, a mound, inside the fence line. So inside the electric netting. So I placed my trap down inside there. You can see it's in there. I got a string coming out, and I got a little marker flag, piece of metal sticking up. I'm burying it because the chickens won't leave it alone. They think it's fun, so they're going in there and pulling on the rope and everything. But I had success within 2 minutes. He's dead and now being digested by a cat. I don't know if that's going to solve our problem. Well, I dropped another trap down into the hole, as you can see there, and we'll see if any more come out and if I can catch more of them. I'll keep an eye out for more holes popping up in the yard. But little by little, we'll whittle them away. I can reuse these traps just all day long.